everyone, it's Kathy. I just thought I would do a bit of an introduction video, a bit about me, introduction to my channel, why I'm making videos and stuff like that. Not that I have many viewers or subscribers at the moment, but I've been making videos for a bit over a month now, so yeah, I thought it was about time I did a bit of an intro. So I will start with my YouTube username, KathB73, and how I came up with that, and it's not a particularly exciting story, but basically Kath is a shortened form of my first name, B is my second initial, and then I needed a number to tack on to the end because Kath B was taken, because obviously it's not that uncommon. And a few weeks before I started my channel, I had been watching an episode of The Big Bang Theory, which I have to say I absolutely loved. If you don't watch it, you should start watching it. I just think it is the funniest show on TV at the moment. Jim Parsons is brilliant as Sheldon, but all the actors, actresses, yeah, they just all work so well together, and you know, it's just such a funny show. I think I find it funny as well because I work at a university, even though I'm not in science or anything like that, but just some of the things that happen, I sort of think, oh, I can relate to that a bit. But yeah, really funny show. And I'd been watching an episode where Sheldon asks everyone, what is the best number? And of course, being Sheldon, there was only one right answer. And in his mind, the best number in the world is the number 73. And I've actually, if you go to my channel page, one of the videos I have as my favourites is actually the clip from The Big Bang Theory of him explaining why 73 is the best number. So I picked 73, and also I like the fact that the B in my name and the 3 rhymed, so that's how my username came about. In terms of why I started making YouTube videos, I guess there's a few reasons. One, just for myself, because you know, it's always fun when you get older in life to look back at what you were like, you know, a few years gone by. And obviously, like, we always take photos of everything, and I always love when I go back home to my mum's place looking through the old photos of me growing up and, you know, with my brother and things like that, and you know, friends from school. But yeah, digital video cameras weren't really around when I was growing up. It's funny to say that. It's like, you know, when your parents are like, oh, you know, when we were growing up we didn't have TV or we didn't have computers, and now I realise I'm doing that. We didn't have digital video cameras, but yeah, we didn't, you know, it wasn't, some people had video cameras with the tapes, but yeah, it wasn't a common thing to have a video camera. So I know our family has like one video of us, like from when we were kids, and I think my parents must have like borrowed a video camera or something, and yeah, it's always just fun seeing yourself as a kid, or younger, obviously I'm not a kid anymore, and seeing what you were like. So I just thought it would be fun to be able to, you know, make videos, because it is so easy these days with cameras. I don't have a video camera per se, I just have a digital camera that can take video. Yeah, so because it is so easy, it would just be fun to make some videos which I can look back at in years to come. So that's the first reason. Secondly, I'm doing the 12-week body transformation, as you would know if you watch any of the videos I've put up so far on my channel. And a lot of people doing that either blog or video blog, so it's just sort of a good way to keep in touch with people through that. And I guess also to make yourself a bit more accountable if you know that each week I'm going to make a video saying what weight I've lost. So there was that reason. And then also I'm just starting to travel a bit more for work and things like that. And you know, it's always fun to take video when you're overseas and be able to show them to people back home, so this way I can, you know, put them up on YouTube and they're there for people and friends and family to see. Okay, so I will get started with the 5 random facts about me, and it's actually a bit hard to think of like completely random things about yourself that wouldn't be obvious to people who know you, or you know, if people just ran into you on the street. But here we go. The first random fact about me is that when I was a child, the first job I ever remember wanting to have, so when you ask that question, what did you want to be when you grew up, I wanted to be a postman. And I know that's like a completely random job and probably not, yeah, I don't know, maybe a lot of kids do want to be postmen. But I had a few reasons. I was learning to play the piano. I think I was about 4 at this time. And one of the first songs I was learning, obviously pretty basic songs at this point, was about a postman. And it was also the time when, you know, you started to sort of be more aware that the postman comes and brings mail, and I always thought it was really exciting to get mail. And I remember my mum used to put letters in our letterbox for my brother and me, so we would have something to open when the mail came, which I thought was really cool. And I don't think it really clicked in my head that the postman actually delivers the mail. It doesn't mean it's all his mail and he can read it, because obviously that would not be good if your postman's reading your mail. But yeah, I wanted to be a postman. Obviously that's not what I ended up being, and yeah, went through numerous career changes in terms of what I wanted to be before I actually got to uni. Okay, random fact number 2. I have quite a few goals in life, as most people do, and some relate to places I want to travel to, some relate to career, some at the moment particularly are fitness related goals. But one completely random goal I have is that I want to be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. Australia no longer produces it. I mean, obviously there's the American version, but Australia also had our own version. And that actually stopped being made a few years ago. It came back briefly, but I don't know, obviously didn't have the ratings, so it's now gone again. And I always loved that show. I actually did go to a taping of it once, when they were having like a 20th anniversary special or something like that. So I have actually seen it being made, but you know, never got on it, and that is one of my goals, which obviously will be hard now that it's no longer being shown here. But you never know. And yeah, I guess, I'm not sure, can international people be on the American version? If you know, let me know, because I'd love to be honest. I don't know why I love that game show. I just, yeah, always liked it and remember seeing it when I was younger. Third random fact about me, I am really short. And that's actually not the random fact, because that would be pretty obvious if you met me in real life. And why, if you are actually watching my weight loss videos, if you see my weight and think, oh, that's really low, yeah, it's not for how short I actually am. But the random fact is actually that I have tiny feet. And yeah, I'm short, you would expect I have small feet. But just to show you how small, these are socks I bought a couple of weeks ago. Another side random fact, I always have cold feet, so I always wear socks. But these are socks I actually wear, even though I haven't taken them out of the packet yet. But shoe size 9 to 12 for ages 5 to 8. Yeah, so I'm in my 20s and I'm buying socks designed for 5 to 8 year olds. Now, my shoe size is actually a bit bigger than a 9 to a 12, but for some reason with socks, I don't know what it is, any bigger socks than the 9 to 12s are always too big. And I don't really want to show you the socks I'm wearing at the moment because they're a bit dirty on the bottom, but they actually say 9 to 12 on them. So, yeah, I have tiny feet, and some of my friends in the past have said, oh, you're so lucky, you have such dainty feet. It's actually really hard to buy shoes that fit, and yeah, you can buy kids' shoes, but that doesn't really work when you're trying to find high heels or shoes to wear to work. So, yeah, I mean, I guess obviously people who have really big feet have the same problem with finding shoes big enough, and obviously for my body type it's a lot better to have really small feet than really big feet, but it can get really annoying trying to buy shoes, or when you find shoes you love and you're like, do they come in any smaller sizes? And no, they don't. So, yeah, small feet, but, you know, it suits my body, I guess. Fourth random fact about me, I can be really weird when it comes to food. And I was always a picky eater as a child, and I know that's not unusual. I mean, a lot of kids are picky eaters. And I have gotten better as I've gotten older. But I guess I am still a picky eater, and I guess one of the strangest things with me in food is cheese. Now, I like cheese. I wouldn't say it's my favourite food, but I will sometimes, you know, be in the mood to have some cheese until you melt it. I hate melted cheese. I can't even stand the smell of it. Like, my mum would always love cooking grilled cheese on toast, and I seriously would have to leave the room if I could smell it. I don't know why I have such an aversion to it, but I just can't stand it. And I don't know how it can change so much from its non-melted to its melted form that I start hating it, but I do. So that does mean, because people say, oh, well, what about pizza? Yeah, I pretty much don't eat pizza. If I order pizza, I will order it without cheese, which obviously I can't do if I'm eating it with other people, because they're like, well, what's pizza without cheese? And all the pizza shops around me, they only really do big pizzas, so there's no real point in me ordering it for myself. So I guess that's good for weight loss, that I don't really eat pizza, but yeah, I have no idea what it is about melted cheese, but I just can't stand it. And also cheese on sandwiches. If it's a plain cheese sandwich, that's fine, but if it's a sandwich with anything else on it, I don't know why. I don't like the cheese on it, and if I buy a sandwich with cheese on, I will actually pull it off and eat it separately. So I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to food. Okay, so for the last random fact about me, so fact number 5, I am a huge kid at heart. So you can probably see behind me I've got like my Winnie the Pooh cookie jars, so I've got Piglet and Tigger that side and Eeyore and Pooh. that side, they came as a set. And if you watch the first video I ever put up on this channel, I'm having a sleep study and I'm wearing Winnie the Pooh pyjamas. I'm just a huge kid. I love all cartoons, but I have to say I really don't like modern cartoons. I like the cartoons from like the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know, I just think cartoons these days, they either seem to be designed for adults or the ones designed for kids. I don't know, it's probably because I'm an adult now, I just don't like them. I like the ones which I remember watching as a kid. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Some people probably think it's a bit weird and I should grow up. But, you know, I just think, well, you know, I have a job, I have my life, you know, life as an adult gets complicated, and sometimes it's fun to just reminisce in your childhood and still embrace things you liked as a child. And for me, that's Disney, it's Care Bears. I love, love, love Care Bears and things like that. And I have actually wanted to go to Disneyland since I don't know how old I was. I was really young. It's basically as soon as I knew there was a Disneyland. And I did go to Hong Kong Disneyland a few years ago, and then Tokyo Disneyland. Strongly recommend Tokyo Disneyland. Hong Kong Disneyland, I went soon after it was open and I really wasn't that impressed. But in a few months I am going to the US and I'm going to Anaheim to go to Disneyland, and yeah, I know I'm just going to be running around all day going, oh my gosh, there's Mickey Mouse, there's Minnie Mouse, and I don't know, I just think have fun. You know, if you're enjoying life, if you get enjoyment out of cartoons, who cares? So that's it from me, my 5 random facts and a bit of an intro. Thank you for watching if you're watching this. If you liked it or want to see my other videos, please subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.